Hello friends, welcome to Odesh Academy. Friends, every year in the civil services examination, the foundational values and the qualities of the public servants are asked. 2019 was no exception. So we had similar questions as they were asked in the previous years about public servant and the public service. So let us solve these problems. So the first problem was, what are the basic principles of public life? Illustrate any three of these with suitable examples. So let us now understand how the principles of the public servants has come into light all over the world. So let us know about Nolan Committee. In 1994, the UK government established a committee on standards of public life, which was headed by Lord Nolan. This committee established 7 principles of public life. And these 7 principles are selflessness, integrity, objectivity, accountability, openness, honesty, and leadership. So let us now discuss 3 important principles of the Nolan Committee. So the first principle is integrity. Integrity is extremely important for the public servants. The public servant should be honest and they must not place themselves under any financial or other obligations of outside individual or organization. For example, they must avoid taking even a small favor from the people with whom they are having official dealing. Because if you take even a small favor from them, then tomorrow you have to oblige them in some way and you will not be able to discharge your duties properly. The second important quality is openness. The public servant should be as open as possible about all the decisions and action they take. They should be open as to why they have taken a decision, and therefore they must give reasons for taking the decision and share the information with public as widely as possible. For example, if you are denying somebody a permission or giving somebody a permission, don't write just yes or no, but rather give the reasons as to why you have given the permission or why you have denied the permission. So that is the meaning of openness. The third important quality is the quality of leadership. So the public servant should promote and support these principles by leadership and example. For example, they must themselves follow these rules, laws, and principles and inspire other people to do the same. For example, if the police officers are themselves not following the traffic rules, which they are supposed to implement on the people, then how can people follow those rules? So if you want to implement certain rule, then the public officers must be the role model. They must themselves display the leadership qualities and follow the rules themselves, then only the people will follow. Let us now go to the second question which has been asked in this regard. What do you understand by the term public servant? Reflect on the expected role of public servants. So there are 2 parts of this particular question. First of all, we have to define the public servant, and second, we have to tell the expected role of public servants. So let us have the proper definition of the public servant. A public servant is a person who is employed in a government department or agency. So anybody who is employed over there is a public servant. According to section 21 of IPC, public servant includes commissioned officers of the armed forces, judges, civil servants, elected representative of parliament, state legislature or municipality, and employees of public sector undertakings and government universities. So all the people who are getting direct or indirect financing through the central government should be part of the public services. Like the universities, they are autonomous bodies, but they are funded by the government, and therefore the employees there will also be the public servant. And the same hold goods for the public sector undertaking, which are actually the companies, but they are owned by the government. Now let us know about the roles of public servants. Their roles are as following. Enforcement. They must implement the law of their department with honesty and integrity. All the government departments implement certain law. For example, tax department implement tax law, police department implement the criminal laws, and so on. The second important role is investigation. The public servant must conduct necessary investigation to ascertain the facts and get the criminals punished according to law. So this is an important function, because unless you conduct the investigation, you will not get the evidence on the basis of which you can prosecute a person. The third important thing is tax collection. Public servant ensures collection of taxes in accordance with law, because a country cannot run without taxes. Tax is a very, very important sovereign function of the government, and therefore this is an important function. Justice. They have to adjudicate the conflicts of the issues which are between the government and the public or within the public itself and provide justice to the citizen. Legislation is another very important public service function. The elected representative should make laws in parliament and state legislatures which are in the interest of the public. Infrastructure development is another very, very important function of the public servant. They build and manage infrastructure for the education, healthcare, roads for the people, because these are the activities on which you will not find private sector people coming in, because these are not as profitable, and therefore the public sector generally contribute in these areas. These are not profit functions, and there the public servants play a very, very important role. And finally, the public welfare schemes. They implement the public welfare schemes for the benefit of the poor and needy citizens of the society, because the poor people has to be taken care of by the state, and they must be given some basic facilities so that they can stand on their own feet, and for that the public servants play a very, very important role. So friends, I hope that you got the proper answer of these questions. Please try writing the answers in your own way, and that will help you writing good answers in the civil services examination. Thank you very much for watching this lesson.